Yes, thank you.
What?
Thank you. Come on, you stupid thing. Testing 1, 2. Testing. Okay. So I've got it redundancy. Good. That's broadcasting. Now I can get that note.
would be a disruption unless you would like,
So I would only have 8 or 9 kids?
potentially, do you want them to stay?
Yep.
And then
And then like,
get as much as we.
Yeah.
That's what, okay, that sounds great.
will I have some in each group, you think, or?
Yes, yep.
Okay, good, that's all I need.
Let's see what we have going on.
You gotta be flexible.
Yeah, I know, it was an unexpected
It always happens.
thing. Looks like the wrong stories.
Okay, if I can write on the whiteboard.
I'm sorry, what?
I can write on whiteboard.
Oh, yes. I had horse thing? I don't know what that means. Here it is. I made extra copies of the stories in case anybody lost them.
Oh, great. Okay.
Oh,
Am I water?
I'll set that right here. There you are. Just want to kind of get some of their stuff out of the way. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, they get-
Heather Smith to the office for dismissal. Heather Smith.
So they will be coming in just a few minutes, and my guess is that probably the kids in our class are going to come in early to get their lunches so they can move through the lunch as quickly as possible. Hey, Ashley.
I just need to go down to
Okay.
Hi, Ashley.
This is
Everybody.
This is Ashley. She's
Hi.
going to be with
Nice
us.
to meet you.
So if you want to set your stuff down and then
Yeah,
go grab whatever you need to grab.
can I always?
Oh, yes, erase anything you want, and if it's all smudged, I'll clean it.
No.
Um. Oh. Okay, everything went okay. Alright, let me go sit down and wait too. Hopefully this looks like most 8th grade rooms you've seen before.
Oh, and much bigger than mine. Mine was so compacted
Oh,
together.
Yeah.
It's lovely. This is such a big place.
It's, I actually worked at the high school for the first 3 years I was in this district. And my room was probably only half the size, and I had one outlet,
Right,
and it was only across the road. So
right.
when I came and the teacher who was my mentor teacher was the one who retired,
Mhm.
and this was her room. And so it was kind of funny that it worked out this way, and
Right,
I mean, her room is just so much bigger and brighter, and
right. I would like to see 3 times as many books.
yeah, I know.
We'll talk about
A lot of that I think has kind of been my money. And, some of the books that, they just they get loved.
Yes, there is about 5% loss. But you'll send me your paragraphs, and I can get a box of books together for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the mic should be working.
You're welcome.
I like to go to the thrift stores
Mhm.
and get books there.
Person.
That saves a lot of money too. Hi, Paula.
Distracting things, just weird. Maybe the other door's open.
Oh, did you need something out of the room?
Yeah, I can go around.
It's okay.
Okay, what I don't get is testing. Okay, so I'm not muted. The camera's on.
You know, I
I should
think
be
it's
kidding.
writing on a board. It makes it more. It's hard to write.
Now, it's my life.
Oh. Keith. Like what I did there. I have this camera for you that I didn't end up.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
using.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Um,
Is that your second time wearing that tie?
No, I'm repeating that. Keep trying.
Okay.
So I am gonna, right now I have it muted, but I'm gonna try, you can't hear it, it's not just what you know, so. It's not, no one's watching.
That's okay. I don't.
Okay, I'll go another time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming to our school and for coming into my classroom. I just feel so fortunate that you're here.
I'm the lucky one. But, I don't wanna lose my voice.
If you want, I can put your bag behind my desk
Um,
too, where it's a little, maybe more protected from student feet.
No, I don't know what's gonna come into my bed, I don't think.
No.
Give me your name once more. Ashley? Ashley, okay. Ashley's number 25.
That's my favorite number.
And are you using the Hawkins or the laser?
Well, this is my first year using it. And so I've tried to, but I've had to make adjustments. I didn't know, the woman that I was sitting next to is also new this year. Both the 703 teachers retired. And so we didn't have a lot of information on things going on in seventh grade and really when you start, learn it yourself, you don't really right in. So I'm trying to stay with it, but I try to figure out a lot. So,
Yeah, I want this very easy. And I can't feel it. Tell me your name, start with that. We have Ashley,
Paula.
Paula, tell me something about yourself.
I really love art.
You're the Laura?
Yeah. And I love literature.
I could, my husband was a musician, he was a singer. One more time, your name, Paula.
Yeah.
Ashley, Paula.
Nancy. I'm her identical twin.
You want-
Dye her hair.
Yeah.
The individual.
That's amazing. And you're in the same class. In my school, they separate twins.
Oh, no, they didn't, and I, at one point, before I knew how to tell them apart, they both had dyed their hair the same, and I was ladies. It's just not nice.
But,
Okay, Paula, can you read it?
Nancy.
Yeah, Paula and Nancy. Okay. Paula. Tell me something about that.
It's gonna be mostly like.
Read all of you. Like more contemporary? Heavy novel? Girls still on that. Once more, for your name. Cole.
Oscar.
Oscar.
I have a lot of hobbies, and I'm just like so sick.
Cole, Oscar.
Nick. I like soccer night.
Okay. Cole, Oscar. Nick. Ashley.
I don't know.
Paul and Nancy. Okay. Your name?
Yeah, it's been sorry. The group did, are you sure? I'll double check on your approach.
Like something that I look like.
Are you worried about that? Yeah, so come see me and we'll get it taken care of, okay?
Lindsay, Paul, and Nancy. Lindsay, Paul, and Nancy. Ashley, Cole, Oscar.
Nick.
Okay. It really is a matter of, it's very deep. I don't know what this chair looks.
Oh, so.
Oh, okay, so that's not as many as I thought. You okay with me?
So they're watching from the library because,
Are you going to videotape?
there are roughly 20 additional people down there. And if they were all seated up here with us, it'd be a little hard to concentrate, I think.
That's like, like Scooby Doo when like no one's like here and all gathering around her. Like that's what I imagine.
I think that's what it would feel like.
Ashley, Linda, Paul, Nancy. Cole, Oscar.
Yeah. Well, this morning, she was gonna go
If down here to Jones, she gets down there.
I'm all sit ready.
Don't forget, there is cameras going on.
Where are they?
This one, I don't get. It's picking up, but it's not.
Follow my hand.
Oh, they're on the computer. I thought you were.
It's on.
Yeah, I ate mac and cheese.
Hey, I ended up thinking that, okay. It's slided.
Oh.
Slided and, I ended up giving him.
Testing.
Listen.
No, she like stuck her foot out and tripped me.
No, I didn't. That's it. He went like this over me. And I got it.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
I am not trying. I can
1,
see
2,
my side.
testing.
I can try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ashley and Oscar do two lives.
Lawrence? It's because we're supposed to be on one.
No.
My device is working properly.
Yeah, you have the most time.
That's good. That's good.
Alexei,
Right.
Riley,
I want to do the lead paper today. You on fifth grade made us up one time, she came time.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
I know.
She's like, I think they were just.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, testing.
Wait, I need to check.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, wait. Riley.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello.
Did someone just ask you to call me?
Riley.
I'm finding this to be able to.
Good quality.
Did you just
I'll
ask
show
me
you
to call
a picture here. You'll know. Yeah, I'm sure. He's more 1990s. You can tell you're not.
Chuck Norris?
I think you need.
My dad used to
Chuck
do
Norris,
it.
let me tell you what I do now. I have Nick,
I know.
I know Oscar, I know.
I had to charge my phone, so I just plugged it in over there.
Is it off?
Yeah, no, my phone.
Oh,
That's already giving you, because I
That's okay.
have a friend.
I got my portable charger in the dad's house this morning.
I mean, I can see it. But it doesn't, it's not out. It's fine.
Cody, Cody mac and cheese. That's what I'm remembering, okay? Okay, Ethan, Cody, and Anthony will help. Cody,
Logan.
Now. Thing over. What is it? And they're going through.
Okay, next week, Riley,
So.
Riley,
Yes.
Riley,
And you'll see his.
Ashley,
Yeah.
That's I know that because
She said how many people?
Ashley said only 6.
Oh my God, 140.
We got pushed to another agenda letter, so.
It actually looked like what they do my career. This is the kind of stuff you can't really plan for.
I can see it from the angle.
Yeah.
Because they're probably not filming yet.
They're just watching this.
Watch this.
Found out early.
I didn't see it drop in, so it's the angle.
Yeah, I know, I'm good for you. Certain tricks is
Wow.
It's in his hand. See, you got it.
Wow.
A what?
Okay, Ethan, Cole,
Outside.
Cody. Cody.
Ethan would walk inside.
Oscar, yeah, Cole. Nope,
Logan.
And you're gonna change your seats, you're gonna make me crazy.
He did end up with a brain on that.
Oscar. Oh, go back. I'm memorizing all these names.
We collided with
Stronger, more rugged person.
And she would say collided.
Cole.
That is also something. That was a collision. Cole is the sassy.
I stepped back.
I'm really happy that.
No, we were in the Mean Girls. We didn't know. What, the Mean Girls?
I don't know, like,
Oh, no.
See, she wasn't.
I don't know, he agrees.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree, this is one, these are really developing.
What?
No, it's just a fun.
Was that in your nose? No.
Where?
Wait.
Ethan.
Why are you grabbing his whole thing?
Cody, Cole, Oscar, Nick.
Yeah.
Logan.
Not almost all, everyone except for Logan.
Well, if it has any of us, I don't remember.
Someone say grab in the toilet seat. I think grab in the handle.
What?
Like this is on the toilet seat. You gotta grab it.
What are you talking
You get ink on your hands, and then you grab the handle. You get ink on the handle.
The one that has much ink in it?
No, I was wondering why you guys did it.
You felt like we did it sausage.
How you doing?
They're
You're trying to call somebody.
Yeah, these things.
I was just gonna ignore
You
you.
could have said that these things were asking. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the song that we posted in the morning. It's all I have. Just like, yeah, the rap party.
Yeah, shake that.
We should just record whole all day.
Because we should all just hang about live. We should all just turn it on.
They're like,
A daily vlog with corrections.
Facebook Live.
Your point?
Actually, no, there's nothing.
There's nothing in it. There were carrots. Whoa. I didn't know you put your finger.
I was getting carrots.
Wow.
Watch this.
I don't want to be lonely.
You didn't look.
Watching us like
You didn't look.
We should all.
Yeah.
You didn't look.
Oh, you did a pretty comedy.
No, look, watch.
Yeah, now see your laugh.
No.
When you just went back and then put it
No,
on.
look.
Look, look. No, no.
That's your carrot.
What? You can't fully see.
I'll be a carrot, I'll do a tray.
It's like, teacher, now you think it's
I can do that dime trick where you pull it up. Yeah, that's the only one I can do. No, it's not.
No, it's not. You just
Yeah,
You
I'll
just
turn
took
on
an
black
app.
background.
Yeah, I have an app
With
for
the dime. Yeah, for $1.99.
It's on your home screen. You move around. It's actually.
So you screenshot your home screen. So take some of the.
I got some for you. Yeah, hack answer.
No, you screenshot that and send it to that, and I'm gonna screenshot that. That's not
Go hungry and I want to eat.
Did you stretch your mouth?
And it's still making me, I feel like Cole is gonna be-
I was around.
Skin over like fat.
Right, what's in your mouth? Right, what's that? I put the carrot in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see.
I don't see one. You can do that. You're just running your shit. Can you help him find
Go up to the camera and help.
Get it?
Jimmy Dean sausage sticks.
Yes, I'll need to.
It's actually
That's my
awesome.
hockey.
They will, I'm embarrassed that I'm speaking to the table.
And the camera.
All of those people leaving, raise your hands.
Oi, no. What are you doing?
Are you low of actually leaving? Yeah, actually.
Like, ask the Lord.
Say aye, say aye. Aye.
Oh, here you go.
Aye.
Everybody leave, say aye, say aye.
Aye.
Wait, who's leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like the silent.
No.
I heard you hear?
I think you're getting right.
All right, everyone in order, taking Nick out crash.
Aye.
Why don't you crash it here?
What? It's not all the way down.
It's not what you're talking about.
Actually, I get 130 right here.
140.
I will sit there anyway.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which one, you want to throw it like here or?
Yes, please.
Yeah, hat. Welcome back. Oh, I told her it's 130.
Yeah, it just got updated. Yeah, I know,
Water
but
date.
per Mr. Bernard. You originally weren't leaving until 2. I can imagine.
Sunlight, whatever. It's
Today. That was so funny when you were reading.
I would actually
getting
do
like.
that.
Okay. Just
Going up
yeah, Ryan was like.
You're not going to go.
Me, look, Dave.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
I don't pronounce this word. It says also is last time.
You're putting my hand
Still got marks on your arm. Right one. My left. Oh, you got one.
Yeah. Would they like sleep on it?
I got all these.
That way it'll actually fall.
Hey, walk it. Run.
I can see you, Ryan.
Downstairs.
Obviously.
Library.
You're just sitting downstairs and watching us eat.
They're watching action, slow walk across the room.
Someone quick, go push him over.
Anybody do not understand?
They're downstairs watching us.
Wait, no, I can.
Wait, I know the robot. This, they're gonna.
Okay, not be like.
Go do a magic trick.
I might need your help.
Good.
I'll take it.
I'll do the finger without my. The one that goes like this. Oh, we didn't split up. Holy, better make. Why? No, we're not. I'm scared. It's like,
Okay, so what I would like you to do as you are finishing up your lunch, and I have your attention, what I'd like you to do is please grab your copy of the story that your group read, and I'm going to split the two groups into two groups, so we will have 4 groups.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm an example.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Sounds like all the people who's like.
Thank you.
I came up with it.
I'm saying, okay?
You're the terrible one.
I'm
Yeah, cool that I'm watching
I
us.
have extra.
No!
Like nothing says fun like being watched by a bunch of random strangers, right?
Actually, just do the wave.
They know we gotta do this front of the way,
Okay,
right?
so I
I'm gonna start it over here. Are you ready?
Examination.
okay. For group one for Harrison Bergeron, I'm going to ask that Nancy, Ashton, Jory, and Oscar are in a group.
Can I switch groups?
No. Nancy, Ashton, Jory, Oscar here, please.
Oh, yeah.
Paula, Nancy,
Yo, dude, there's so
Ryan.
many. I'm afraid of it. Yeah, was it your turn? Yeah.
Hello.
I don't have a copy.
Okay, so, oh, but I got to switch groups and I didn't change it.
Cody, go.
You're in examination day. You and Natalie switched. Diane, you come.
Excuse me.
Okay, so Ryan, Madeline, Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so around my. You can't copy that.
Hey, what up?
Hey, do the trick. Miss Wally. Right. Right.
Okay, Ethan, Ashton.
Copy.
You go to sit. I'm here. Are you? Examination. That's fine. Judge, Warren, Nick.
You're on the.
Ryan.
You're right here.
Ethan.
All my big.
See what? All I can see on this one is my.
Cody, Lexi. Just come I'm missing the groups up in my own part. Yeah, so you go ahead and
I'm in the chair right now. I'm in the chair. That's all you remember from that group? Ashton and Oscar, not the rest of them.
Oh, no, I actually
do we need any extra copies of examination day? Do you have your copy of examination day?
Some people want to come get their stuff.
That way now. I heard when they were about to get started, what they need, the laptops.
Okay, you all need your notebooks so that you can write.
Paper over there, going across the room.
Thank you.
Any other?
Where are they? Someone took my headphones and put a mouse down here. Ignore that.
Princess.
I'm gonna see who you actually get.
I did get a little coffee. I didn't like this aspect. There is one.
Yeah, honestly, that's a valid point. I mean, what did you say?
No, she's.
You guys obviously are
Like, that's just like.
Like, here goes.
Just give you like the actual process back.
Don't do it. That's it.
My great grandmother, she likes to dip her food, fingers in food.
Thank you.
It's a good comparison though, for the range size is very similar.
Huge water.
Bad.
Okay, all right, when everybody's looking at me, and that's gonna be the signal when I'm talking or a classmate is talking, you're gonna be glued in on them because we can learn from each other, okay? You read 2 science fiction stories, the examination and Harrison Berger. And today, we're gonna go deeper. I think your teacher talked about the literary elements in these stories, but we're gonna take a look at some of the big ideas in these stories. I put on the board an excerpt from the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I want you to talk and put your pencils down. We're going to talk and listen and remember, and then I'm going to have you write, okay? I want you to have a conversation, which means you forget about the writing until it's time to write, but you listen to one another. So here is the question I want you to talk about. How does your story define equality? I want you to talk. And then how does this, the equality that your story defines, compare with equality in the Declaration of Independence? Everybody understand? Okay. I want you to start talking as a group. I'm gonna come around and okay?
I think ours is equality. Everyone actually equal everything.
Way stricter. Like,
It's not versus like in the Declaration of Independence where it just meant that no man should have more rights than another person. And they should all be treated equal in that way instead of like nobody can be smarter than anybody else.
At the start, it says not only equal before God and the law, but equal in respect.
So let me ask you in the morning, because I think that you realize. George, right? You have his I want you to pick those in. I want you to think about your who's
I feel like this is really actually really cheap. Power. Can't we brain power, especially this because like everybody's brains are working in ways less than our breathing ways to try to get other.
You were a brain.
I don't think that they could actually achieve this.
You have class together for level.
Talk about
And another question I
how
have
it's
is
very
if they're trying to
funny, quality
have
and
done,
how this.
well then why do they have to be taught? Yeah.
Why not
Why are they
teaching
not
them?
actually equal?
Yeah,
And don't
Teach them how to people on ways.
Yeah, because he says that he does good on his marks. But that, you're right, that's it.
There's some
Okay, complete the season.
Are we going to?
No, I know.
The whole approach is
Put that in next.
where you're watching, like basically they're watching television that's other series.
In it, they're testing patterns and testing intelligence of the brain response. Because it's. It is.
It's math.
Yes, but it's math. It's a pattern, so you're trying to figure out what pattern. I'm thinking. So you have to. So you have to.
So glad no one's on.
He says like good luck wherever.
Someone watching.
They said you
Because someone stole my other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna know. They were treated great. Did you see this? I'm pretty sure the same way freshman was on. His mom had knowledge of it.
We can
I don't different
in the Declaration of Independence, it means that it's for all people have to live right. Versus story, everybody has to be in every single way.
Maybe downstairs. We don't have enough space.
Yeah, so what if someone thinks about their iPhone coming, but then someone else comes fighting?
Okay, I'm not gonna think in this one about.
Also, you're like really pretty for and if someone's like normal or not good enough, you get to see their face, like they are already good.
Yeah, they did say there was a new code, so maybe it didn't used to be like that. Maybe it- Or maybe it was or maybe there was a wider range.
It says.
Yeah.
They can't facial hair like, oh, she's just pretty, so there's nothing that's all you see on the back. So
Yeah, you can make it, you can put like half.
So this is a new rule in our society. So then they go to advise us. Maybe they should.
Intelligence quotient.
Oh, yeah. And according, yeah.
But again, there's a administrative focus on who is
Yeah. Trying to ask, that says like.
And they said, oh, okay. All right, everybody, wind down your conversation. And here's what I want you to do. Put your name and today's date on the paper. I want you to be very clear when you write about how your story defines equality. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Is everybody equal according to that definition? If everybody is not equal according to that definition, I want you to point that out and explain why. Why is there an examiner in the examination story? Why is there Diana Moon Glambers in Harrison's Woodlawn? Those are key issues you need to think about when you are working on an explanation of equality. You can write in bullets, you don't have to write in sentences. You can write your ideas in phrases or bullets. So take a few minutes to write and we'll share. You know, it's important to write about reading. I'll give you the statistic. If you write about reading material you read, your comprehension goes up 24%. So as you write and figure out how you're going to express your ideas, you're going to deepen your understanding.
Just talk.
What happened to the advance?
He died.
He does. Why did he need to kill him? He's too smart. So what is the intelligence?
So they couldn't, they had to be a certain standard, but they didn't want people to be because then.
Okay. Remember to include that little rub that the author puts in. In each story, there are some people that are not in that equality mix, right? We need to understand why they're there. they're not getting. Okay, try to be very specific. Be specific and tell me what they're all made to be equal in. So make believe I don't know anything about that story. And that you have to be as specific as you can. Okay, we'll get that out of the Okay, I'm gonna give you another minute or two. And then we'll get into some discussion. Okay, try to finish up what you're writing, or if you're not finished, they'll be trying at the end. Put the ellipse, dot, at the end, which lets you know you need to finish that. Okay? I love that I noticed that Lexi's reading what she wrote. Excellent. You did. Okay, you have about 20 seconds to finish at this point. And put the ellipse if you didn't finish. Okay, so there's an issue in both stories that I want us to think about. In general, how is equality defined in the examination? Somebody let me know. How is equality defined in the examination? Yes, Laura?
Okay. As long as it's smart, intelligent. They didn't want people to rise above the government and what they think they're smarter, they want to do about themselves really. And that's why he did that at the end, because he was too smart and asked too many questions.
He was too smart. So what kind of intelligence were they looking for? What could you find?
Just enough to survive, right?
Could be that, that's
Get by
one
in
way,
life.
what?
Get by in life.
To get by in life, somebody said it here,
Average.
average, okay, very average, nothing too. What about equality in Harrisonburg? What were they trying to make equal in most of the people? Madeline?
Mostly their appearance and like the way that they sound.
Okay, their voices, their appearance, anything else?
Intelligence.
Their intelligence. And how did they make people equal? In the examination, they had a test, and if you were too smart, as Lauren pointed out, that was the end of your life at 12 years old. What did they do in Harrisonburg? Yes,
They had like this microphone piece in your ear, so if you were thinking too much, it would just wipe away all your.
you get a big blast, okay. What about your looks? What about if your face was beautiful, or if you were very graceful when you walked? How did they make that into something? Yes, Jordan?
They gave people different handicaps, like if you were prettier, then you had a mask on, or like they shaved Harrison's eyebrows off.
Right, they shaved his eyebrows off, and what did they make him wear on his nose?
Clown.
A clown's red nose, right, okay. What about the way you walked? What did they do? Okay, Aspen?
They give you weights and stuff.
They gave you weights to weigh you down. Okay, so you understand the way they equalized everybody, the population in both stories. But there is a question. Who made these decisions? Who made the decisions in Harrisonburg?
Government.
The government. And the representative of the government in the story was who?
Diana.
Diana Moon Blank. Who made the decision in the examination day? Yes, Riley? Can I give you?
What? Yeah.
Okay, the government, and who was the representative of the government in the story?
The.
Examiner person? The what?
Examiner person.
The examiner, the person who administered the test. Is that equality?
No.
No, because then somebody else's picks the rules for other people.
Somebody picks the rules for other people. What do we call that kind of government? We had the word control. I think Lauren said that they wanted to control everybody. It could be a form of communism. What do we call a ruler or a government where the ruler makes all the decisions?
Dictatorship.
A dictatorship, okay. So each one of these stories was run by a dictatorship who decided what equality was going to be for the masses, everybody else. Let's take a look at the Declaration of Independence. It defines equal rights as the right to life. Was that violated?
Yeah.
Okay, how was it violated in Harrisonburg?
They took his life
They took his life, why?
Because he was trying to start an uprising.
Okay, because he tried to start an uprising. What about that in the examination?
They killed him.
They killed him. If you didn't measure up to being just average, did you want to say something? Dangerous when you do that. Yes,
But who decides what's average? Like,
the government, the people in charge,
how do they do that?
they get together and they make that decision. I think your point when you said they didn't want people to rise up, if you have a very average population and you control the information that they receive, then chances are they won't be a rising up. But if there is, what do they do in Harrisonburg? They destroy them. Okay, so they didn't have life. What about liberty? Did they have freedom? No. Could they pursue happiness? No. Okay, so actually it violated the law of our land. The Declaration of Independence is part of the law of our land. That all of you are entitled to those rights, which is why you can do what? What are some things you can do with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? As you grow up, talk in your groups. I want you to find 3 things you can do that involve life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes, you can.
Get a puppy.
Right.
See what you want. Do anything.
Make your own
Your
choices.
day more than 20 seconds.
Make your own choices for
Make your own
what?
choices for everything you do.
Okay, can you be specific?
What you wear.
What you wear, okay? Where you wanna go, what you wanna be. Okay.
Whether you want to.
All right, one day you talk. Let's have some examples of when you truly have the right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, what you can do. Give me one.
Purchase Oreos at Walmart.
You can purchase Oreos at Walmart, providing you have the money. Yes,
You can wear what you want.
you can wear what you want. Give me something else over here.
You can choose your own career.
You can choose your own career, the path, and you can change your mind, even halfway through. Let's see,
You can have your own opinion.
you can have your own opinion, and people might say, I can't stand it, but you still can have it. Because, anything else? Anything else you can have? Think about your lives. I want you to really think about this because what we have here in this country, God bless you, is worth preserving. Right? I think so. Okay, so I want to give you something before we switch gears. I found this wonderful quote by Aristotle. Aristotle was a philosopher who lived a couple hundred years before the birth of Christ. He lived in ancient times. This is what he said. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. Make a list of all the unequal things that could be made equal on your table. Make a list. Use your stories as examples, but make a list of all the unequal things that could be made equal. Well, that's- Saying that? Yeah.
I just like to look at
Mr. Kelly?
Not really videoing you guys. I'm videoing your work and what you, so I'm not focusing on any of you. Yeah, it's more about her, how she's teaching. So
What do you mean by?
you can just ignore me, like you do in class.
They can test or scribe,
So
something like that, like in.
Things that are-
you're up, and then you have this.
I can make derivatives. But what else? I want really powerful things.
It's over there. Oh, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you won't want to visit there.
Then you will never get one. No, good. Just get calling it.
An interesting observation.
Yes,
I
it's
don't
hard.
think
You should know this. Everything's got pages for the same.
It would be pretty crazy.
Okay, everybody, let's share some of your ideas. We'll begin here. Let me get somebody I haven't heard from.
Sports.
Okay, sports, okay?
The way you dress.
The way you dress. Let's go to the middle here.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, Lexi.
The way you act.
The way you act, okay? Cole. Looks. Yes, Cody.
How rich you are, like money.
All right, economic differences, how rich you are. We're getting really warm here. Anything else? Yes.
Straight.
Strength, okay. Beliefs, what you believe in. It becomes pretty scary if we start controlling all those things, because then you end up like either dead, like Dickie in Reexamination, or you end up with handicaps like George, where he had his head blasted every 2 seconds because he was smart. So, science fiction tells a cautionary tale. A cautionary tale, look at the word cautionary. What is the root or base word of cautionary? Raise your hand. Yes.
Caution.
Caution. What does caution mean?
Be careful.
To be careful. Science fiction stories are cautionary tales. They warn us of things to be careful. In your group, I want you to find one or two things, if you can, that your story is warning you about. These were written, and your principal pointed this out.
Control.
One in 1958,
Loss of
examination in
freedom.
1961, Harrison
Examination.
Verbalized. They were warning
Stop.
people about something that was going on and is going on today. Okay?
If your parents knew about the events,
The examination.
because they can't control quality, they can't really make it.
Yeah, but it doesn't measure those. It doesn't measure those.
We just read about.
Which this phrase.
Governmental intelligence.
Also, alright. Things you should be cautious of. Just loss of freedom.
Okay, let's have one from examination, the examination, one warning. Cody?
Loss of like freedom to learn.
Okay, loss of freedom to learn. Make sure that you all have access to an education. Okay, give me one from Harrison Bergeron, somebody. A warning.
Government control.
All right, what about government control?
Basically, if we let the government have too much control over our society, we don't have a say in the matter, that we are headed down that path.
Okay, did you hear that? If we give the government too much control, if we let our president become a tyrant, an autocrat, right, a dictator, then we will lose a lot of our freedom. Okay, anything else to add from either story? Let me tell you what I noticed, and I'm gonna put a card on each group, and I'll explain that in a minute. I noticed how you did some excellent writing, and I noticed how you were able to think very abstractly about some of the big ideas in this story, which is very appropriate because you are 8th graders, and you have that ability. Okay, I've given each group a card. The first thing I want you to decide is who will be the scribe. It has to be someone who writes neatly. Wouldn't be me, because my writing, okay. Whoever writes neatly, take the card. Let's do this in under 30 seconds. All right? The next thing I want you to do is put the first name of each person on the top of your card. Put the first name of each person in your group on the top of the card. And here's what we're going to do. You are going to create interpretive or open-ended questions, and I'm going to teach you how, for your story. So you read the examination, and you read the examination. You're going to give each other the questions you created to discuss. You're not going to discuss your own. You will discuss other people's. The same for Harrison Bergeron. An open-ended question can begin with these words: why, how, what, plus explain, because what is usually a one-answer question. Evaluate, compare, contrast. What makes a question open-ended, or I call it interpretive, is it has two or more answers. So I want you to work together to make up 3 questions that have anything to do with anything in your story. That's your choice. But you must test that question before the scribe writes it down. If you can find 2 answers, write it down and start working on thinking of a second question, okay? It could be, just to give you a little bit of a hint, why does a character do something? Why does the government do something? Why did something happen? All these open-ended kinds of questions. So get to work. You have about 3 or 4 minutes to do this. The answer has to be in the story. Listen to, everybody listen up and look at me. Warren had a great question. The answer has to be found with evidence, either facts or inferences in that story, okay? The story is your evidence.
Can you read it aloud?
Equality due to the
Are all of the transmitters sent off at the same time?
She said it could be anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the girl, because the George and the ballerina still.
It could be 2 answers though. I mean, it could be yes or no.
One would be wrong.
What does a hated society look like? Because they give so many examples throughout.
Yeah, it says how.
Yeah, because he's not looking at that.
How many questions do you think?
Yeah, but if you want to know the dictatorship.
She wasn't candy, no, we don't know. So we can't say.
Does this, I didn't think kind of like a guy who's prettier
For like appearance, because I could say that that wall color looks good for someone else to say.
that kind of goes on with like where's equality that we're talking about how everything's subjective to each person's opinion. I definitely agree with that. I feel like it goes along with those equality.
That's why she has it.
No, right, okay, their parents know.
Can't do that. You could do.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
or we could do the dad purposely give false answers.
Why did?
Why?
Why did the dad do it?
Can you find 2 answers to that?
But it's not.
Well, but that's an inference that you can make.
He didn't want his son to die for one.
Okay.
For the child.
And what's the other reason? What's another reason? Have to have 2 possible answers.
Or he was just wrong because he was dumb. So we just didn't know the answers.
Could they? Let's say he knew. Right?
So it's new code.
Yeah,
So
like-
they didn't have to type it because it says rule 8475 of the new code. So it's new. So it's new. So they didn't have to take it when they were 12.
We don't know because it's a new code, so this has clearly been around long enough because the parents had some knowledge of it.
Right,
It could have been
it's gonna
a different
take-
standard though.
Okay. I need another answer to that question,
Okay.
and there is another answer to that question. You have 2 answers. Why did the father give Dickie
False answers.
false answers? What are the 2 answers?
To make him dumber so he didn't die.
All right, well, there you are. He didn't want it to die, and he wanted to make him dumber so he would pass.
Or he just didn't actually know.
All right. You need another question. 2 questions, right? This is time, 2 questions.
What's the
A way of going about something?
No, like it's a word for, like
flowers and
Well, hilarious. Man, how? Okay, how do you pull around here?
What?
Yeah, but I saw how you put it in the wash.
I think you can still answer yes. How could you phrase that? Because did she answer yes? Mom was.
The heck?
One more.
Did
you find that word you were thinking of?
What do you think made us?
Yeah. To ask, but I don't get how you want to ask it. In this, we're going to go. Maybe you're wondering about me. She didn't know too. I was like, what's dangerous about the phone? You have to make an inference. So you match her plan. Oh, did you watch the sure you want But what changed from your side being more of your
Right, but how did she know you were teaching?
because it all changed about you. So she did.
The dog would have said, pick him up.
She probably didn't say it.
No, it's.
So it clearly surprised the dad.
But what kinds of things do you think about? There's more evidence that they didn't have it, but I think.
So you don't know your.
You can make it right about that, it's not like.
Yes.
Dad got frustrated.
Trash team, may be dismissed.
Approximately.
Good luck.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
I was about to say, yep, head was never there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those of you who are live,
You got that black sweater.
continue. Yes. But then, yeah, that's okay. You can join.
Okay, sweet.
And we'll, I'll press it. Okay. These, you guys can change questions, okay? You both have the same story.
Switcheroo.
What I want you to do is listen carefully. You may choose a question from each card. All right, so we have some variety here. I want you to discuss the question and cite text evidence. You've got to support it with information in the text. you've got to find more than one answer, at least two. I want you only to discuss. At the end, I'm gonna have you choose one question, write that question down, and write about it, okay? So we're gonna listen, discuss, enjoy the discussion, then you will have choice at the end, you will choose one. Okay? This group, remember, one from each card. What? Yeah, I just said two. Okay, so choose one from each card and let the discussions begin. I'm going to give you about 6 or 7 minutes to discuss.
I think because like 12 is a good age.
Number one.
It's like kind of in the middle of it.
Yeah. But then also, I don't know either because the hormones, you don't know everything yet, you don't know, not enough. Yeah, okay, yeah, that'd be, yeah, a good perfect time to discuss. That makes sense. And I think the dad, the mom was a bit more soft on it because she thought that if he was gonna die, she wanted his last few days to be happy, but the dad didn't want him to die, so the dad actually tried to help him prepare for it. He kept getting mad because he was asking questions.
Okay.
So I think it's trying to help.
Did the father?
So you could say,
Know what the test was about?
I can get.
No. If I was some parent though, I think I would have told my kids. Just for this. Yeah, you remember, we don't know.
I mean, they could change the patterns and everything, but they also gave them, you know, they gave them.
True stuff,
And it makes you forget everything to say.
So your answers are things that you can't answer these differently.
They didn't know that.
But it wouldn't change what they could say.
They could have, but
It wouldn't affect the test.
So one thing I'm noticing about your answers is that you have things back in that contextual evidence, which is strengthening your argument. So what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, I am too.
She cried like this. Very distant.
Maybe the dad knew something, and maybe the mom didn't.
I really wanna know.
Look at
You
question
and
number
Dara,
2.
I know you just like take off all the stuff. and
Think
then
about
you
Or
do
you might
that.
want these
What
What do you think? Did they know?
Yes, they never said anything about it.
What else about the character? Those are good reasons for something.
She was.
Yeah, so he's really just trying to gain more knowledge.
It's kind of in the middle. Well, it's right before you're adult.
Yeah.
People can be your adult.
Huh?
And you're not really a kid anymore, but you're not a teenager. It's kind of.
If you don't know too much, you don't know enough.
So, no, you go ahead.
Yeah, you can tell her you can line up like this, right? So.
Patrick on that point.
Or you have an understanding.
And before you find yourself, it's.
Yeah, you're just.
Yeah, so it's really
This is why.
quite easy that way. Not like nobody like
He's in
in your life.
Some is just who we naturally are. And so I want to your feeding this information his entire life. I think you would still ask more questions.
Yes.
Secretary Tucker to the office.
Help be naturally.
Okay, so choose one.
And that's just him. And so I think, that would really just be feeding him. Motivation to try to get into math success. How do you know when your child is first born? That's a good question.
But maybe she did. You stopped. She tried to pull it out.
So why are they saying that?
They think that's the guy, because like, it's always the same, here you stay, have the orange school. I'm trying to make sure.
They're trying to reassure him, right? So that he's not gonna go in scared.
He's the princess pen for this one.
Sometimes I think too, if you kind of have a feeling that something bad is gonna happen, you can still convince yourself that it's just. Yeah.
And I think human beings do that. Hope
Or Princess Palace,
negative feelings.
Yeah.
We always hope for the best. It's like even at your birthday, you're hoping for the present you want, even though you have a big doubt that you might get it. You're still hoping until that moment arrives. And then you're not ready for something else. We just are very hopeful people, and that's a great trait. So, that's a good point that you bring up. So how does this society, by deciding whether a person lives or dies at age 12, what does that society do to the idea of hope?
Really shuts it down, because like, just had a baby.
I don't think she had a choice. She
You
didn't
know,
have to have
right, and you're dying if you love your child.
Yeah.
Is that what that mac and cheese does?
Yeah. Every day.
Every day does that to you.
Okay, when you finish your discussion, right, pick a question, I don't care, it's your choice, not what your peers pick. You pick a question that you are interested in, write the question, and then write an answer using evidence in the text to support your thinking.
This one's one, it's just a complicated. What is poverty in terms of people? Just enough.
Yeah, I was gonna call it O-P-I-O-N-I.
O-Pen, oh, look at this, O-Pen, and yeah, it's usually O-Pen, is your word pen?
Well, like, not interested in intelligence.
No, sometimes, well, it's a bigger one, right? But sometimes it helps to look for the small words. I notice how you really are taking the writing seriously. I'm proud of that. When you finish writing, read what you wrote. And make sure it makes sense. always have to read what I write to make sure it's what I really intended.
Test.
Okay, when you finish, look up. I see some of you are still waiting. Did you read what you wrote?
Yeah, I did.
And you've got examples, as complete as you can make it.
Yes.
What?
Good luck. I don't know if you'll read my pen and shit, but. Might be a princess pen. It's a perfect age to test it because you're not a kid. But you was an adult was before you started. Actually, yes. Closer than not, I will not just enough to that.
Okay, we only have a few minutes left. What and you're going to collect, their writing. Okay, there's one more quote I want you to think about. It's a book I think you'll read in ninth grade, books, I hope. Some of you can certainly read it now. Wow, this is a powerful magnet.
Yes, they are. There's a little trick to them.
That's okay. It's from a book called Animal Farm, where the animals take over the farm and takes the human beings out, and they, because they're not being treated fairly or equally, and they want to create a farm where all animals are equal and no one is above anyone. But the pigs become the government in this farm. And towards the end of the book, one of the pigs, Napoleon, comes out with this quote: "All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others." So in the examination day, who is more equal?
Government.
The government, and who else? Who represented the government in the story? Right, the one who gave the test. In Harrison Bergeron, it's the government, but who represented the government? Diana Moon Glampus. And how do you know she had the power? What did she do?
Because she was talking about a lot, and then she shot us.
She shot Harrison, and of course, the examiners killed Dickie. So it's something to think about, the whole concept of equality. And I want to tell you what I noticed. I noticed that everybody participated in the discussions. I noticed that you struggled a little with the questions, but you got there, which I think is so excellent. That you work hard, you understand, you get there, and then you feel good about yourself. And I noticed that when we talked about the cautionary message in each story, you were able to figure it out. So all in all, an outstanding lesson that showcased your thinking and your ability to work together in a group. So thank you. I had a good time.
I'm just gonna take the work, because I don't want this to work. They both have. Is there any way you can get it?
So far.
I'm gonna give these to you. You might want to-
Thank you.
Do you all mind doing cleaning paper and file stories and file or some extra paper that can be put back and then story.
And I'll take you.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
They're random shape.
Yeah, try those.
I might have put them in the fridge, honestly. In my lunchbox.
So can you, can I volunteer to put the paper back? Thank you very much.
What do you want down with the stories?
Here's that, okay, let me do this one. It is RTI time, and my groups can stay in here with Miss Cantrell. Thank you. And if they have any extra work that didn't get passed in, it can just go right here. Put those in a pile up front if you would.
You want the questions?
Oscar, you know how to shut those down?
Aaron Dominic, to the office.
You don't, Oscar?
I'd imagine, and I bet that they can hear me right now, so we need to turn this off.
No. not
Oscar,
Oscar. Yes.
Click stop broadcast. Am I allowed to do that? Wait, I gotta.
Okay.
Okay, stop broadcast.
Stop.